To the 26th at the State Fair Arena. Let the Big Top transport you to a different world filled with stunning daredevils, aerial acts, mesmerizing performers, and incredible animals. Plus, laugh at the outrageous antics of your favorite clowns. And with tickets starting at just $10 for children under 12 and $15 for adults, it's affordable family entertainment you won't want to miss. Call 947-3311 or visit IndiaShrineCircus.com.
Hot tub inventory is here at Galaxy Home Recreation. Hundreds of hot tubs in stock and ready for immediate installation. Plus, special savings for buying early. Going on now during the factory event at Galaxy Home Recreation. Visit us at any of our 4 locations.
I just sold my first car!
Wow, what you got there?
Oh, this is just stuff in it I was cleaning out for him.
Donnie, that's my stuff. Did you sell my car?
You shouldn't have parked it there.
Donnie.
Take up to $7,000 off an all-new GMC Sierra 1500. And we'll buy your car even if you don't buy ours. We are professional grade.
Medical Minute, sponsored by Neuropathy Treatment Clinic of Oklahoma.
I'm Andrew Wilson, owner of You Move Me. After serving 5 years in Afghanistan and Iraq, I know the importance of superior service and the value of coming home. Whether it's across town or across the country, call You Move Me for your next move.
Check this out. Fans of Ted Lasso have a unique opportunity. Airbnb is offering 4 fans the chance to book stays at the Crown and Anchor pub, which in real life is called the Prince's Head. It is, of course, the unofficial meeting place of players and coaches on the show.
Actress Annette Badland, who plays the pub owner, will be the guest host. Bookings open on March 21st for stays on October 23rd through the 25th.
So fun. That's awesome. That isn't all the time we have here at 4.
News 9 at 5 starts now.
Oklahoma's own News 9 starts now.
We begin here at 5, tracking storms for right here in the Bob Mills Weather Center. Not us, David.
We could, though, I'm sure. We started off warm this morning, but things are quickly cooling down. Let's head straight over to Chief Meteorologist David Payne. Hey, David.
All right, guys. Yeah, you know what? We've been tracking all kinds of weather today. We've had, of course, we've had snow in the northwest and the panhandle. We've had severe weather from southwestern into south central Oklahoma with damaging wind and hail. We had that one tornado warning earlier. No tornado warnings in effect for any part of Oklahoma right now, so some good news there, but we're still tracking some severe weather. Everybody's out today, and I mean everybody. All right, let's get to it here. Take a look at some of the video. And that storm was rotating. This is the one that eventually became the tornado warning storm. Big mesocyclone, deep mesocyclone. But it was along and behind the cold front, and that's when it looked really at its best, if you will. But the cold front was undercutting it. You undercut the updraft with cold air. It's not going to produce a tornado. It's going to spin like a top. You get damaging wind. You get hail. You get big hail. But that storm has been moving all across southern Oklahoma. All right, back to Lynx 1, and here we go. That shot, check it out. That is video from Marty Logan today, and he was up in Beaver County and Harper County, and there's snow falling up. Look at that shot. That was just a couple of hours ago. It is still snowing in northwestern Oklahoma. Okay, now back to Lynx 1. There we go. 63 was the high today about noon. Right now we're at 41 with a wind chill running in the mid-30s. The big story's been the hail. We've had big hail, especially Davis had larger than golf ball. Rain amounts over an inch in Oklahoma City, nearly nothing in El Reno, an inch down in Norman, and the rest of Oklahoma. It's been an I-44 thing with all the heavy rain there. Not much in the west and the northwest. Temperatures right now, low 40s. There's your 40s. There's your cold front with a north wind, gusts of 30 to 40 miles per hour. Wind chills running in the 20s and 30s. There's your severe weather in the southeast. Tornado watch until 8. There's your severe weather down here now, well east of Ada. There's your snow right now in the northwest. And a closer shot, some big severe storms producing damaging wind and hail now are going to be well east of Ardmore, south and east of Colgate. Here in Oklahoma City, some shower activity moving through, but not a big deal. Tracking some hail in the southeast. How cold tonight? What about this weekend? It's going to get chilly, folks. 9-day forecast coming up. Now back to you guys.
David, thank you. Don't forget, you can always get the latest watches and warnings sent straight to your phone. Just have to download the News 9 app and opt in for push alerts.
Emergency crews respond to a multi-vehicle crash on I-35 causing a major backup. This is the southbound lanes just south of Wilshire. No word yet on any injuries, but we'll keep you updated as crews work to clear that scene. Just days after a deadly shooting at an apartment complex, Oklahoma City police are investigating another homicide at a different apartment community.
It all unfolded this morning across the street from OCCC. News 9's Chris Yu is back from that scene with all the details. Chris?
A man shot and killed, and it was the shooter who called 911. Hillcrest Green Apartments is the scene of Oklahoma City's latest homicide investigation. Police say they responded just before 10 this morning to the scene right across the street from Oklahoma City Community College.
It appears that there was an altercation between two people who lived together at that apartment complex that resulted in one shooting the other.
The man who was shot died, his body found on the second-story stairs. Police say the shooter is also a man, but neither of their names have been released.
The person who did shoot did call 911. They remained there on scene.
Police say they are investigating what led up to the deadly shooting.
There are still interviews to be given, and so currently, as it stands, there are no arrests made in this case.
Neighbors I talked with say they don't know what happened. No one else was hurt in the shooting. Police are asking anyone with information to call the homicide tip line. This is the 12th homicide investigation in Oklahoma City this year. Coming up at 6, hear from family of the victim in homicide number 11. In the newsroom, Chris Yu, Oklahoma's own News 9.
All right, Chris. A medical examiner rules that Eris Muse, an Okima teenager, or toddler that is, who wandered away from home in the middle of the night, died by drowning. The little boy was found dead back in September after several hours of search efforts.
Show me your hands! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Body cam video showing the moments a Metro pursuit comes to an end. The Oklahoma County Sheriff's Office arrested 41-year-old Devin Kizer right outside the county jail. Deputies say he had a warrant out for skipping drug court when he was spotted near Northwest Expressway in MacArthur last week. Deputies say he then took off before surrendering right outside the jail.
Rogers County deputies say a traffic stop led to the biggest meth bust in the county's history, worth more than $2.5 million. Deputies pulled over Tyra Stewart for tailgating. They say they found 115 pounds of meth and more than 2 pounds of fentanyl in the trunk of her rental car. They say the fentanyl alone was enough for 500,000 lethal doses, which could kill the entire Rogers County population 5 times.
One of the duffel bags, it was new for me. I unzipped it, and as soon as I unzipped it, all I could smell was Vicks Vapor Rub. So they're always looking for new ways to try to beat law enforcement.
Deputies say Stewart swallowed cocaine and had to be taken to the hospital after her arrest.
A Bixby woman pleads guilty to embezzling more than $2 million from her employer for nearly a decade. Prosecutors say Christine Fletcher admitted in federal court that she would routinely transfer money between her employer's banking accounts and then forge checks to herself. She also admitted to using the checks to pay her credit card bills. She'll have to pay at least $2.2 million back. She'll be sentenced at a later hearing.
Investigators are working to identify 2 bodies found burned in an abandoned home in Stroud.
Neighbors tell News 9 they knew the alleged victims. Our Natalie Cruz has more on the investigation.
The remains were actually discovered by a family member of one of the possible victims.
Stroud community members are pushing for answers after 2 bodies were found in the rubble of a burnt home.
And I see his sister over there yesterday, and we went over, and plain as day, we both looked down and see remains of a human body.
Ashley Steele lives in the neighborhood and believes the bodies belong to Brian Arterberry and Arterberry's girlfriend, Kayla Dawn Butler. Police have not yet confirmed that, but did confirm the 2 are missing. Police say they need to talk with the family member who found the bodies.
We haven't been able to locate her to speak to her, and our belief is it's because she does have outstanding warrants and doesn't want to speak to the police.
Neither Arterberry and Butler are primary residents of the home. The community wants to know why fire crews did not locate the individuals at the time of the fire.
Everybody needs answers on it.
Stroud Fire says the primary residents told them they believed everyone was out of the home at the time of the fire. They began a search but say parts of the second story had collapsed, making the search difficult and possibly unsafe. In a statement, the fire department says, quote, a secondary search was then performed on the first level of the residence. Without compromising the safety of the personnel in a possible collapse zone, the secondary search included no additional findings. Once family and neighbors found the bodies, Stroud Fire says it called the state fire marshal to assist. We are now waiting on official identification from the state medical examiner. Natalie Cruz, Oklahoma Zone, News 9.
A mother found in a shallow grave at Lake Thunderbird. Nearly 15 years later, why our Deadline investigation led us here to Florida. Tonight on News 9 at 10.
New video released by the Pentagon shows the moment a Russian jet collides with an American drone, sending it crashing into the Black Sea.
Given the reckless and dangerous behavior, and to demonstrate publicly what type of actions the Russians had taken, we felt that it was important to provide this imagery.
U.S. officials confirmed that a Russian ship has already recovered some of the wreckage. However, the drone's software was wiped to remove any sensitive data.
A bill that just passed in the State House is intended to help Oklahoma schools hire and retain school nurses and counselors. News 9's Kristen Weaver tells us about the shortages for those positions and how this bill could help.
The bill would give grants to public schools in need of school nurses, counselors, and mental health professionals, people that schools are struggling to hire.
Denise Powell says being a nurse means you have to have a servant's heart. She served as an RN in hospitals, home health, and for the last 17 years in Tulsa public schools. When she started, there were 12 rotating nurses for the schools. Now there are only 2 rotating nurses.
I have 16. I believe she has 12, and then so that leaves about 22 other schools.
Denise does a lot of important tasks like administer medication, teach students about health, and even report child abuse.
We need help. We really do need help.
Some nursing students are hoping to fill the need, like Logan Chevalier, who's a junior at OU Tulsa.
I'm really drawn to eventually work with children in some type of way.
One of Logan's professors is a school nurse and helped her understand just how great the need is.
She told me that some of the staffing ratios are 1 to 500 students at her school.
What we need to do is to give teachers extra student-facing resources.
State Representative Melody Blansett has a bill that would tackle the shortage. She's hoping for $10 million from the state to offer grants so schools could hire nurses and counselors, and the state would work with the Healthcare Authority to get matching federal Medicaid dollars.
If we are educating our kiddos well, that's the silver bullet to economic success.
This bill now moves on to the Senate, and those grants are based on how much funding is available. In Tulsa, Kristen Weaver, Oklahoma Zone, News 9.
Kristen, thank you. The Oklahoma Department of Veterans Affairs is launching a new program to help veterans and service members transition to civilian life. The agency says it will be able to connect members with resources from anywhere in the world. The department says, unlike other programs, eligibility never expires.
All right, everybody, we are live in the Bob Mills Weather Center, and I tell you what, it is March in Oklahoma. We are cold now. Severe weather began earlier this morning and this afternoon in the northwest and the far west and southwest. We've had snow in the northwest. There's that big line of storms that took off. The rain's been good. Now it's just cold. Storms in the southeast. How cold tonight? What about this weekend? Your 9-day forecast is coming up.
But first, we check in north of the border. Our Steve McGehee joins us from Toronto. A key game for the Thunder as they continue their march for a playoff spot. Back after this.
Every year, people from all 50 states and many countries come here to Oklahoma City.
For a run to remember, for those who were killed, those who survived, and those changed forever.
Come join us for this year's Oklahoma City Memorial Marathon.
6 races, volunteer opportunities, and of course, cheering on the runners.
There are ways for everyone to celebrate and remember life all weekend.
Let's all lace up and run to remember. Log on to OKCMarathon.com today.
Adventure begins at your local Jeep SUV dealer with the most awarded SUV brand. During the Jeep Celebration event, get $5,500 total bonus cash allowance on the 2023 Grand Cherokee and Grand Cherokee L. Visit Jeep.com for details.
Let's get started. Bill, where's your mask?
I really tried sleeping with it, everybody. Now I sleep with Inspire.
Inspire? No mask? No hose?
Just sleep.
Learn more and view important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
This spring break, discover gorillas up close in a 360 virtual reality pod at the Oklahoma City Zoo. Gorilla Trek VR gives you the sights, the sounds, and the motion of a real walk with gorillas. Even better, you'll meet the real gorillas cared for by Oklahoma City Zoo and learn ways you can help to conserve them. Gorilla Trek VR, now playing at the OKC Zoo.
Now at Galleria, the more you buy, the more you save. Up to an extra 25% off everything. All furniture, all mattresses, up to 25% off at Galleria Furniture and Mattress Outlet.
David Stanley Dodge. Leave high car payments behind during Dollar Down Day. Yes, just $1 down could lower your payment and get you into a new David Stanley Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram. That's right, $1 down does it. Tag, title, and tax included. No payments for 6 months. Over 500 new in stock. Upside down, get out with $1 down. One location, David Stanley Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge. Across from Tinker in Midwest City. Ram Truck Month.
What would you say to winning your share of $125,000? Spring it on me, River Spirit Casino Resort. It's your chance to celebrate Spring Green with 3 big cash giveaways. $10,000 on March 11th, $15,000 on March 18th, and a $100,000 grand prize on March 25th. All you have to do is play with your Connect card for your chance to win. So say Spring it on me to your share of $125,000. Only at River Spirit Casino Resort.
Couldn't use CPAP. Now I have this. Inspire's a sleep apnea treatment that works inside my body with a click of this remote.
No mask, no hose, just sleep.
Learn more and view important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
Adventure begins at your local Jeep SUV dealer with the most awarded SUV brand. During the Jeep Celebration event, get $5,500 total bonus cash allowance on the 2023 Grand Cherokee and Grand Cherokee L. Visit Jeep.com for details.
This is Oklahoma's own News 9.
Welcome back. The NCAA tournament is underway, of course, and in a way, the Thunder is playing in a tournament-type situation right now.
They have won 6 out of the last 7, and in the moment, they are in the playoffs with a 34-35 record. So, of course, that means every game counts. This team continues to impress as the season winds down. Our Steve McGee, he joins us from Toronto.
Remember, they had a chance at a 500 record right after the All-Star break, but they lost a heartbreaker by 1 point in overtime to Utah. Then Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was injured. They dipped some, but they have worked themselves up the Western Conference ladder. Some out there say they are overachieving at this point. Nothing wrong with that. They have a good, improving young team, 9th seed in the West right now. That's good enough for a play-in spot in the playoffs in April. They're not bad on the road when they're healthy, and they are tonight with Shai playing in his hometown. I asked Montreal native Lou Dort why this team, for the most part, plays well away from Paycom Center.
Good question. That's a good question. I mean, we're just, stay on our stuff, and, we play hard, we compete. We don't let the crowd or anything, just get to our head. We just stay together and play hard.
But we've got serious competitors. We've got guys that are confident, and I do think that when things get hard for us in a game or in the season, the guys tend to band together, and there's like a collective resilience, collective confidence. Whatever qualities we have as a team seem to kind of multiply when they're together, and I think that's the mark of a good team. So I would probably attribute some of it to that.
Chet Holmgren, their promising top pick from last summer, he's on the trip. His rehab from his foot injury is taking positive steps. He's still on course to play next season. On the road with the Thunder in Toronto, Steve McGee, Oklahoma's own News 9.
All right, Steve, thanks. Wait, in northwest Oklahoma, it's sort of like Toronto out there. Snow in March?
Yeah.
Come on.
Marty's right in the middle of it. He'll find a fire or he'll find the snow.
I was hoping Steve would be outside so we could see what it's like in Toronto.
The place is miserable this time of year. Actually, it's been mild. They're on the east side, so they've been milder than, say, the west anyway.
Yeah.
And by the way, that's just east of Ponca City. Talking about Toronto? Up in Kate County.
I didn't realize that.
Beautiful city. The storms are in the southeast. They're beginning to wind down. Trackers are still out. We still have some heavy rain, some hail going on in southeast Oklahoma, but the severe weather threat now for our viewing area, it has now ended. But look at the snow blowing there in that shot. I want to point out, good job today by our trackers, Val Castor, Marty Logan, Tom Pastrana, Brandon Pennell have been out there today running again with these storms. And again, Jeremy Carter as well. So we've had some big storms, had the tornado warning earlier. Our guys were all over that, guys and gals. They were doing what they do. And that is hunting down severe weather. Still storming. That's Jeremy's shot. A little bit of wind and hail. Hail falling there. And now let's go to Marty Logan's shot. And there we go. Marty, it is snowing in northwest Oklahoma. It's been snowing in the Panhandle, and now it's snowing in the northwest. Pretty good snow. Give us an update.
Yeah, I'm 12 miles southeast of Woodward and just happened to find a rancher feeding his herd of cattle. And what better way to show the snow than right there up against those black cows and calves? So getting a good snow, no accumulation. I am actually 37 degrees right now, so it's melting as quick as it hits. Back to you, David.
Yeah, and that's a good thing, but we'll take all the moisture we can get. If it'll snow like this all evening long, and for some of us, yes, in the northwest, this will continue, but ground temperatures are warm. There won't be any travel problems. You might get enough to stack up on some of the grassy areas, at least a little bit, maybe a dusting, but again, nothing crazy, except it's March, it's snowing, it's pretty, and it's moisture, and that's what we need. All right, back to it. Lynx 1, tornado watch. A little while longer for southeast Oklahoma. Still severe weather ongoing here. Take you back to earlier today. The whole cold front lit up, and that cold front was just undercutting these storms that were spinning. And again, from the mid-levels up, they were spinning like a top, but the cold air is undercutting that warm, moist air that's trying to feed these storms. And it can't happen. So what do? You get rotating storms. We've had a few of those. You get some big hail. You get some big wind. And that's about it. That activity again in the southeast. There's the snow in the northwest, and this is going to hang around Cherokee, Woodward, Enid, possibly a little bit later on this evening in Ponca City. You'll see a little snow appear this evening, but nothing too crazy. And then the rain and storms, they'll move out of eastern Oklahoma as we get into this evening. But here's what's happening right now. South and east of McAllister, line of severe storms. Our trackers are still down here, and they're hunting for it. We'll see what we can get out of this, but right now it's just wind and hail. No tornado warnings down here, but these storms do have rotation in them. A few of these are still spinning. There's your hail, nickel and dime, quarter size, and even the hail sizes have come down some. Oklahoma City, we're drying out after a nice rain today, but the rain is now ended in the metro. Slight chance for a few more showers. And again, a couple of sprinkles now up in Arcadia and Edmond. Yeah, those are gone. And that's going to be about all she wrote. And then there's your snow showers, Buffalo, Woodward, down where Marty is, and this is going to go on for a while this evening, and then by mid to late evening, that'll go ahead and pull on out. All right, temperatures now, 40 in El Reno, 39 in Jones. Remember how the day began? Yeah, 40 Midwest City. There's your cold front. Cold air winds out. This is, again, a little bit of some Canadian Arctic air here. It's cold. It's a driving north wind. Just had a wind gust of 51 in Minco, folks, 49 down at Medicine Park. So it's windy. I don't have to tell you that. It'll be windy this evening. It'll be windy tonight. Wind chills right now in the 20s, teens in the west and the Panhandle. Be a cold evening. Thunderstorms in the southeast this evening by 6 o'clock. Well to our southeast. There's that band of some rain mixed with or just changing to all snow in the northwest and north. That'll stay up there this evening. We're not going to deal with that in Oklahoma City. And the storms in again, the southeast will be gone by 8 o'clock. They'll be pushing into Broken Bow and Beavers Bend, and they'll be long gone after that. Rain amounts, another 1 to 2 inches in the east and southeast. And most of this is going to be a little snow in the northwest, but again, not much. All right, so this evening, there's your snow coming into the northwest. You might have a little rain mixed with snow. 20% chance for showers in Oklahoma City this evening. I think we're about done with it. Storms in the southeast will come to an end. Still a little more severe weather in the southeast with that tornado threat in the southeast through about 8 o'clock. Again, then it's gone. A dusting or less in the north and the northwest of a little snow. Crazy. Lows tonight in the 20s, a cold night, 32 in Ardmore, 24 in Ponca City. A hard killing freeze for central and western Oklahoma. Wind chills in the morning will be in the teens in the morning from 6 o'clock till about 9 o'clock. And then we'll start to warm things up, but still cold tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be chilly with that wind blowing. Highs tomorrow, we're talking about 50s with a north wind. All right. The wind will come down for the afternoon. 9-day forecast. Here come the 40s, by the way. Happy St. Patrick's Day, that tomorrow. Green eggs and ham, bring it on. There's your weekend. Highs in the 40s. Spring officially arrives Monday of next week, and then we warm it up. Another system by the middle of next week might bring us a little more rain and more storms. We're tracking it. We'll be back right after this.
Shop hotappliance.com to chat with one of our experts, give us a call, or simply visit one of our 4 locations. Put us to the test.
What's a better way to spend time outdoors than in a spa? A hot tub has long provided a relief from the stresses of a long day's work. Get your very own Master Spa hot tub right here in Oklahoma City, only at Aqua Haven.
High gas prices, car shortage, what else can go wrong?
Don't forget about rising interest rates.
Okay, buzzkill.
So why aren't you here? We have a lot full of cars and great prices.
We have 300 cars in stock with 200 under 25 grand.
Yep, and you can buy any of them from your phone.
Just the payment options and work entire deal yourself.
Get your trade appraised, look at monthly payments, and the price of extended warranty.
So what are you waiting for?
Go to BadisonHonda.com.
The India Shrine Circus is back and bigger than ever. Celebrating its 78th year, come and experience the thrills, spills, and chills March 23rd through the 26th at the State Fair Arena. Let the Big Top transport you to a different world filled with stunning daredevils, aerial acts, mesmerizing performers, and incredible animals. Plus, laugh at the outrageous antics of your favorite clowns. And with tickets starting at just $10 for children under 12 and $15 for adults, it's affordable family entertainment you won't want to miss. Call 947-3311 or visit IndiaShrineCircus.com.
It's time for a good spring cleaning. Hey folks, Alec Cook with Continental Siding. We've got siding too short to be seamless, but too long to be recycled. So we're having a seams on the back of the house sale. If we can use our shorter pieces of siding on the back of your home to make just a few seams, we'll make the front and 2 sides totally seamless. It's almost like getting the back of your home done free. This won't last long, so click.
Big wins await you at the Black Hawk Casino with your favorite slot games and the excitement of unbeatable rewards with our Players Club. Get lucky this month at the Black Hawk Casino. Join us for hourly drawings on Saturdays in March between 5 and 10 p.m. Play for your chance to win a share of over $48,000 in cash. Your best bet for big wins is the Black Hawk Casino and Sac and Fox Nation Casino. I-40 exit 186 Shawnee.
Women's History Month is really an ongoing effort for equality. I really had the idea that I wanted to take little bits and pieces of a variety of women from diverse backgrounds, kind of combine them in a way that honors both the uniqueness of the individual, but showing a group effort of women becoming kind of one force. I think I'm one of those people that's very lucky that my profession is also my passion. I'm Molly Dixon, and this is my community canvas for Women's History Month.
The new 2023 GMC Sierra AT4X is equipped to conquer the great outdoors. Or the great indoors. Welcome to the peak of premium off-roading. Or get 2.9% APR for 5 years and no monthly payments for 90 days on turbo high-output engine Sierra light-duty elevation models.
What's a better way to spend time outdoors than in a spa? A hot tub has long provided a relief from the stresses of a long day's work. Get your very own Master Spa hot tub right here in Oklahoma City, only at Aqua Haven.
It is the question that matters the most. Without it, our purpose and our freedom fade. This is why.
Instant beat it. College basketball is heating up, just talking about it, and Coors Light is making its mission to cool everyone down. The company just announced its newest product, a Coors Sickle. Well, that sounds pretty good.
While it doesn't have any alcohol, though, the company says it's still just for customers 21 and up. You can purchase the Coors Sickle on the beer company's website, but it's a bit pricey. A 6-pack will cost you about $21.
Wow.
For just a beer taste, no alcohol.
A flavor of beer. Just a flavor of Coors Light. Doesn't that sound refreshing?
Not at all.
If there was some beer in it, I'd be
all in that.
Heck yeah, I would. All right, we're back here in about 5 minutes.
You might have a problem.
Hurry in and see why more truck owners are switching to Ram than ever before. Ram, built to serve. Now during Ram Truck Month, get 0% financing for 72 months or 10% below MSRP on the 2022 Ram 1500.
From my store to your home's floor,
one price. Everything is included. Now you let me worry about tax and delivery. For the biggest selection of quality mattresses you really want. 3600 West Reno, Bob Mills Sleep Spa.
This is Ford Truck Month, America. Time to get up and get into Ford F-150, part of F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 46 years straight. All amped up and ready for work or play. Plus, there's a great selection in stock and ready for delivery today. So get into Ford Truck Month and see what a built Ford Tough truck can do for you. Drive home a new Ford F-150 today with 0.9% financing for 60 months. Only at your best in Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Some people call this a hack. We just call it fixed. Need a shower? Got one. Hungry at a barbecue? Grab a rake. Always dreamt of a pool? Grab a tarp. Yeah, there's a quick fix to just about anything. But there ain't no fix for dip. Why? Because that dipping and chewing leads to losing your teeth and gum disease. And there ain't no quick fix to a broke down smile. And that's why I live tobacco free.
March Mower Madness has arrived, only at Lucky Star Casino. Saturdays in March, one name will be drawn at 11 p.m. to win a 2023 Bad Boy Zero Turn Mower. That's right, every Saturday in March at all Lucky Star Casino locations. Don't forget to play on Fridays for your chance to earn 5 times entries. Head to any of our 6 Oklahoma locations. Lucky Star Casino. The biggest jackpots are closer than you think.
Enter as strangers, leave as friends at Lakeview Ridge. Our fully furnished cabins provide lodging accommodations for a cozy and memorable experience. Enjoy the relaxing countryside in the heart of Oklahoma on our family-owned private property. Call us today to book your stay.
Right now, save up to 50% on Cool Sculpting, the #1 choice for non-invasive fat reduction. Laser Light Skin Clinic is now offering flexible treatment plans personalized just for you. These are real results, but you need to call Laser Light now.
1.9% financing is back at Jim Norton Toyota. Hurry, get low 1.9% on our most popular models. Get huge Jim Norton Toyota savings with low 1.9% financing on new 2023 RAV4s. Get huge savings with 1.9% on new 2023 Camrys, Highlanders, Tundras, and Tacomas. Low 1.9% financing for 60 months. Log on at JimNortonToyotaOKC.com. Then hurry to Jim Norton Toyota, 8401 Northwest Expressway.
Worried messes and spills are hurting your floors? Don't, because Brewer Carpet One has you covered. Right now, get great deals on spill-proof floors and get ready to pour on the savings on brands like Redwood Plus from Mohawk, the amazing Wet Protect waterproof wood. Plus, enjoy 0% interest for 36 months. But you need to hurry, because these deals end March 31st. Pour on the savings with spill-proof floors, only at Brewer Carpet One. Flooring changes everything.
From my store to your home's floor, one price. Everything's included. Now you let me worry about tax and delivery. For the largest selection of quality furniture you really want, 3600 West Reno, Bob Mills Furniture.
Hurry in and see why more truck owners are switching to Ram than ever before. Ram, built to serve. Now during Ram Truck Month, get 0% financing for 72 months or 10% below MSRP on the 2022 Ram 1500.
Oklahoma's own News 9 starts now.
Thanks for joining us. Because of CBS coverage of March Madness, we are bringing you a special edition of News 9 at 5:30.
And we're just in time, too, because we are in the middle of a classic Oklahoma spring break. David, that spring now changing back to winter after a stormy day.
I know. You know, not the best spring break for the kiddos, but it's been worse. We've had, believe it or not, we've had worse. But anyway, yeah, we're still dealing with the cold that continues to pour in. And today, it was all about the severe weather first down in southern and southwestern Oklahoma. We had rotating thunderstorms. We had mesocyclones in these storms, but the storms were being undercut on the surface, on the ground, under the storm with cold air coming in. It was just cutting off the warm, moist inflow into the storm. So what do you get? You get a spinning storm, you get big hail, you get some big wind, you get lots of heavy rain, lightning, and thunder, and all the above, but you don't get a tornado. And that's what was happening today. And that's always a good problem to have, right? But we did have, yes, some blowing dust, some big rotating storms. Those now are in southeast Oklahoma. So while this has been going on today, spring weather, let's go to winter. Let's take a look at winter. Let's go to northwestern Oklahoma here. And Marty Logan shot here. And we have Marty shot. There it is. And there is the snow falling in the far northwest. So that's the snow that's been falling in the northwest and the panhandle again for this afternoon. That is a live shot from Marty Logan. Okay, back to Lynx 1. Take a look at it. And right now we're looking at, oh yeah, temperatures again. Nice shot there, Marty. We'll check in with Marty coming up in Maine weather. Temperatures now, we have 30s and 40s. It is chilly. It is cold. It is windy. 39 now in El Reno. The rest of Oklahoma, 30s and 40s. No 20s yet, but they're coming. There's your cold front in the southeast. The wind blowing 49-mile-per-hour wind gusts in Oklahoma City. We're going to have some power bumps, winds 40 to 50. This will go on for a while this evening, and then the wind will come down a little bit. Wind chills right now in the 20s. Severe weather in the southeast. Powerful storm system wrapping up. And severe weather, the warm sector is in the east and southeast. There's your snow in the northwest, a little bit of rain mixed in, and this will continue to push through southeastern Oklahoma this evening. This activity, again, running east of Kiowa, east of Durant. It's way down there now. Oklahoma City, we're drying out, but it is a blowing and a going. That wind is howling from the north, and there's your snow in the northwest. That's where Marty is. So we have the state covered. Snow there, storms in the southeast. How cold tonight? What about the weekend? 9-day forecast coming up. Guys, back to you.
All right, David. We have a tragic update to share. 2 toddlers have died after they were pulled from a backyard pool. This happened in the Cobblestone neighborhood near Northwest 122nd and Council. Police tell us the children just 18 months old.
New details unfolding in a horrific murder near a busy southwest Oklahoma City street. Police arrested a 15-year-old in connection to the killing. The victim's family tells News 9 crime tracker Jennifer Pierce their loved one was walking to the store when he was ambushed with gunfire.
The motive behind the deadly shooting is still not clear. Stephon Smith's family can't imagine why a teenager would harm a 38-year-old man. The scene near Southwest 59th and May is still fresh in Lisa Williamson's mind.
And I'm like, dang, I'm praying for the family, not knowing it's my family.
Williamson grew concerned when her cousin Stephon Smith never came home after leaving to the store Monday morning.
He hadn't came home the next day, so I'm real weary by this time.
Homicide detectives confirmed her worst fear. The victim on the sidewalk was Smith. She described her cousin as a gentle giant.
Why would somebody want to kill somebody that's so genuine and love so hard? This man don't bother nobody. He wouldn't hurt a fly.
Williamson says an employee of a business witnessed the entire shooting and shared the graphic details.
She said she seen a young man run up on him, shoot him twice in his stomach. She said Stephon fell to the ground. He was crawling, trying to get help. She said the dude ran off and then came back and then shot him again several more times.
The only peace Williamson has now is knowing her cousin is not suffering.
He with his mama now, you know. He ain't got to worry. It's no more suffering, worrying. He's just in a better place, you know.
Police arrested the 15-year-old suspect the day after the shooting. He was booked into the Oklahoma County Juvenile Detention Center on a first-degree murder complaint. In the newsroom, Jennifer Pierce, Oklahoma's own News 9.
Just a mile away from that story, another man was shot dead outside an apartment complex. This one happened today across the street from OCCC. Right now, police believe it stemmed from a fight between roommates. They say the shooter did call 911 and is cooperating with investigators. So far, no arrests have been made.
You've been drinking tonight, sir.
I'm a captain on the police department.
What police department?
Oklahoma City.
An Oklahoma City police captain accused of driving drunk in a city unmarked car. James French, a 32-year department vet, was cuffed in the driveway of what is believed to be his home. Oklahoma City Police Chief Wade Gorley addressing news cameras earlier where he was asked about French's request for the body camera to be turned off.
Our policies on our body camera, there are certain types of calls that the body camera is required to be on, and traffic stops are one of those. The officer did exactly as he should have by not turning the camera off.
Right now, French is on paid leave. Chief Gorley says he's had no prior disciplinary issues. However, the investigation is ongoing.
The son of one of the men behind the Murrah building bombing has pleaded guilty to kidnapping and armed robbery. Joshua Nichols facing at least 17 years in prison after cutting a plea deal to avoid trial. He is now admitting to robbing a 67-year-old jeweler at gunpoint in Las Vegas after luring him to a home. Nichols is the son of Terry Nichols, Timothy McVeigh's right-hand man in the downtown Oklahoma City truck bombing that claimed 168 lives. He is serving life in federal prison.
Still ahead here at 6, a highly debated bill on police officer punishment. We'll tell you about it coming up next.
A mother found in a shallow grave at Lake Thunderbird. Nearly 15 years later, why our deadline investigation led us here to Florida. Tonight on News 9 at 10.
Get ready for tornado season. We have lots of great information to help keep you safe. Like what time of day do most tornadoes hit? And if that's changing. Is Tornado Alley really shifting away from us? Learn which homes are more at risk in tornadoes. I'm David Payne. Take a white knuckle ride with Val Castor.
Tornado on the ground.
And hear Jim Gardner's Close Encounters.
Wall cloud just started spinning.
Watch out for the storm. Brought to you by Scissortail Roofing and Construction. March 30th at 6:30 on Oklahoma's own News 9.
Name something that needs a tune-up around this time of year.
AC tune-up for $53. But only at Triple Play Home Services.
It's a great answer. Survey says you too can get a $53 tune-up from Triple Play Home Services. Call today.
David Stanley Dodge. Leave high car payments behind during Dollar Down Day. Yes, just $1 down could lower your payment and get you into a new David Stanley Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram. That's right, $1 down does it. Tag, title, and tax included. No payments for 6 months. Over 500 new in stock. Upside down, get out with $1 down. One location, David Stanley Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge. Across from Tinkerman, Midwest City. Ram Truck Month.
Zone Garage will transform your garage floor into a durable and easy-to-clean surface in as little as 1 day. Schedule a free estimate today.
Hi, my name is Claude Hall. I've been bringing you the biggest and the best gun shows for over 30 years. I would like to invite you to the original Oklahoma City Gun Show this weekend at the fairgrounds. Come to buy, sell, trade, or just to look. Hours are Saturday 9 to 5, Sunday 9 to 4. And veterans always get special discounts. Log on to okcgunshow.com for more info. That's the original OKC Gun Show this weekend at the fairgrounds.
We'll see you there.
There's only one place with millions of dollars of truck inventory. There's only one place that gives you the biggest discounts in Oklahoma during Ford Truck Month. There's only one place you can get 0% for 60 months and $10,000 off MSRP. There's only one place giving you over market value for your truck. And there's only one place with Seth's promise of oil changes and engines for life on everything that you buy. So put a little grab in your travel and get to Oklahoma's Truck King.
My name's Brad. I'm from Okima, Oklahoma.
Hi, I'm Trisha. I am from Guthrie, Oklahoma.
Mi nombre es Arturo. Soy de Oklahoma.
My name is Michael Four. I'm an Oklahoman by choice. People work here because the environment that we try to create, we're people first.
When the season changes, it's time to call or text Airco.
State senators mulling over a bill about police punishment. Specifically, who would be responsible for doling out that punishment?
It's already passed through the House. Capitol reporter Haley Wagner has more on the details and the debate.
This bill would require at least 2/3 of the group that investigates law enforcement misconduct to be made up of officers from the same agency as whoever's being investigated.
Allow the community to work in tandem with our police departments, our internal affairs.
House Bill 2161 changes who sits on a citizen advisory board.
This is creating a civil cause of action so that somebody can maybe enforce this or prosecute the matter a lot quicker.
Republicans say it's aimed at helping the process of investigating police misconduct. Democrats call it stacking the deck.
I'm not saying that no police officers should not be on this board, but for 2/3 of this board to be filled with police officers absolutely makes no sense.
It's unfair, it's wrong, it's egregious, it's desperate.
In a passionate debate, Democratic Representative Regina Goodwin expressed her problems with this bill.
To allow police officers, bad officers that have been accused of misconduct, to somehow have their brothers in blue weigh in on their misconduct.
Representative Justin Humphrey has an extensive law enforcement background.
And when my occupation and my family are on the line, I want somebody who knows what they're doing, who knows what the situation is like, and who's been there.
I don't think that's a bad perspective to have, which is the reason why every police department in the country has an internal affairs division, which we learned in the question section is 100% made up by law enforcement.
Democratic representatives reminding members that the advisory board just recommends any kind of punishment to internal affairs, saying this bill undermines trust in community members.
Let's continue to allow local communities decide how to make their community safe.
Purpose of this bill is to make sure that we do have safe communities. All of us want safe communities.
For Oklahoma's Own, I'm Haley Wager.